Side or I never really know. I don't know. You know what I mean? I just, like I say, because that day when I looked at him and looked at his face, he just looked like somebody I didn't know anymore. And he just looked like, what the hell or something, I don't know.
There's a general lockup throughout the institution. Prisoners have been fed in their cells. Tomorrow there will be no visitors at San Quentin. The institution is described as quiet but tense. The 6 people killed in this riot make it the worst incident of this kind in the modern history of San Quentin Prison.
Most agree the incident was over in less than 30 minutes.
It was very much like a war. I mean, people, they could smell it, they could hear it outside. It was an earth-shattering, day. It was a terrible day.
6 officers had been taken hostage. 3 were murdered. Their bodies found in George Jackson's cell. Sergeant Jerry Graham had multiple stab wounds and was shot in the head. Officer Frank DeLeon was slashed, strangled, also shot in the head. Officer Paul Krasnius received 4 deep cuts through his throat and was strangled to death. The 2 white inmates, Ronald Kane and John Lynn, suffered fatal wounds to the neck area. The 3 guards who survived were rushed to a hospital in Marin County for treatment.
They were all stab wounds or slicing wounds. On the neck. McCrae has one on either side. Rubiasso has a long cut on his neck and several minor ones at various places on his neck. And Breckenridge is the one who's in surgery now, is in critical condition. He's the critical one.
As for Associate Warden James Park, though he tried to remain composed, there were moments when he could not hide his emotions.
I think our recent assaults on officers stem largely from this irresponsible kind of blathering about the revolution and kill the pig and this kind of crap.
I was angry. I wouldn't have maybe used such intemperate terms, but they were bull dilettantes.
Just like the tiger cages in South Vietnam.
Not realizing that there's a world out there in which people live or die and are killed for ideas.
It was Park who delivered the terrible news to the families of officers Paul Krasnius and Frank DeLeon. Vivian DeLeon, now the widowed mother of 5 children, was the first to be informed.
I went there with a uniformed officer, and soon she saw us, she knew what it was, and she started screaming, and she just really went into a hysterical situation and was really unmanageable. We got her to sit down and tried to find somebody, some woman to come be with her, and find one of the neighbor women came in to help calm her down.
Park then went to the home of Francis Krasnius.
Well, I think she handled it very quietly. She had her girls kneel, and she gave them soda crackers as though they were communion wafers. And I think she drew on her Catholic resources, and I think that sustained her very much.
They don't tell me anything. They didn't even tell me he was dead. I found that out on the radio.
The Reverend Cecil Williams of San Francisco's Glide Memorial Church was a friend of George Jackson's family. Williams accompanied Jackson's mother, Georgia,